Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are back in the Shima. And we're with Peak and Aaron. Now, the good thing is, in this one we don't have the live comms. There's been a lot of back and forth about the live comms, so I'm going to try to focus more on just my regular commentary and less on the live comms. I still drop occasional live comms in once in a while, but I think I've been doing it a little bit too much lately. But anyway, this is a little bit of an older replay. I've been holding on to it for a while, and so keep that in mind. I don't think I've actually used this replay. If I have, I apologize. It's not my intention to try to reuse the same videos. I get plenty of new videos. It's just, like I said, sometimes things come up and you end up using some of the older videos that you save up for these sort of occasions. Or at least that's what I do anyway. I try to always get content out for you guys, and I try to make sure that I'm not missing too much. But with that being said, there is some important things I need to talk about. First of all, in the community page on the YouTube channel, there is it should be the top post right now. It talks about me trying to set up a video with Battleship New Jersey, and the curator, Ryan Szymanski, and a curator tour and firing the 5-inch guns. I would love to be able to do this, but you guys know I just got back from a vacation, so I'm a little bit short on the savings department, but I'm still going to make this video possible. I'm going to go to this and make this a thing. How soon it happens depends on how much help you guys can give me. I'm going to be trying to secure some new batteries for my GoPro so that I have multiple batteries so that we can get it all in that beautiful 4K that we want to get. I'm also going to be trying to make sure that, you know, all of the logistics of the video come together, making sure I've got a hotel to get there. It all depends on how much everything costs. All right, I can make this happen. All right, you guys have made my dream a reality of being able to do this job full-time and do what I love. And so one of the things that I want to be able to do is try to get out there and do some different content other than just normal gameplay. Okay? So this is one of those steps outside there. Now, these videos cost a lot of money, and so that's why I say I need your guys' help. Now, obviously, I'm not going to make you guys pay for everything. I'm just putting it out there. If you guys can help and you want to make this video a reality, I've left a link at the bottom of that that YouTube post that allows you guys to donate to a pool. It's a money pool specifically for this video. It's not in my personal funds or anything like that. I have set that pool aside specifically for this one video because I think it would be epic. I love Battleship New Jersey's videos, and to be able to get a guided tour through Battleship New Jersey with Ryan Szymanski answering potentially all of your guys' questions as well. So that's something that we're going to be looking into as well, is trying to get some common questions from you guys that we can ask Ryan Szymanski about different ships, because the man is extremely knowledgeable. Extremely knowledgeable. Dude knows all of the things. He talks about not just the United States battleships, but also battleships from around the world. So if you've got questions, again, it's something that we could try to work out, because this is like a 2 to 3 hour tour, and it's for me and up to 10 people. So it'll probably just be me and my old man, because that's generally who I take on vacation. But who knows? Maybe I can get some other people together. It'll depend on how everything goes. But that's the goal. That's a huge future thing that is going to try to happen by the end of the year. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I'm going to try to make it happen by the end of the year. Also, you've seen I've kind of dropped back from a few of the other series on the channel. I've tried to slow down a little bit. I tend to get myself into too many things at one time. And so that's one of the things that I've been drawing back a little bit. Things that aren't necessarily getting the views anyway, I've dropped back on, because it's extra time that I don't currently have. I've been knocking out all of the World of Warships stuff that I can, obviously, because you guys are my main audience. On top of that, I've been doing the War on the Sea, which I'm enjoying the crap out of, even though I suck at it. That is a really fun series, and you guys seem to be enjoying it. Obviously, my Ultimate Admiral Dreadnought series, you guys enjoy that every week. So those are going to be staples that will stick around. But some of the other stuff, the Minecraft obviously has been gone for over a month now. The Pokemon I've dropped back on. I may restart that at some point, or at least jump back into that, just because I enjoy playing it, but kind of got bored with it at the moment. So we'll see. It's just one of those things where I'll probably jump back on it at some point and finish that up. Now, let's get down to this match. This match is going to be one of those matches where Peak, Aaron, and I find ourselves on a less than adequate team, and we have no choice but to try and pull this out. Now, we've already done a pretty good job. We've removed one destroyer from the match. I'm trying to remove the other, and I honestly thought I had him here. I'm not going to lie. I thought I had this destroyer gone, but unfortunately, not to be. He manages to slip out of there. Now, I tried to get back into this cap and capture this base, but as you're going to see shortly, that I believe I end up turning out in lieu of the fact we have a couple Yamis and Alaska pushing around this side, and I cannot allow them to get our flank. This could be potentially a game-changing moment, as we force the destroyer out of the base, and then we also forego the base. If we had captured this base, we could potentially have won this match. Now, that obviously means that we did not win this match, and we're going to try to break down some of the things that happened between now and then that caused us to lose this match, because this was a very winnable match. Had some things changed that I think I, in particular, could have done differently. Now, one of them was capturing that base, obviously. The other one is, I know the players, or a couple of the players on the enemy team, that are going to be heavily focused, or should be heavily focused in this match. Xatu being one of them. I know Xatu. I've run into Xatu several times, whether it be in live streams with Hive or live streams on Peak and Aaron. Like, I know Xatu. I believe Bismarck also watches the streams, but Xatu in particular is the one I'm worried about, hence the reason I'm targeting Xatu. But we're going to try to catch both of these guys. We've got 15 demon fish ready, and we're going to drop them over here, hoping to get rid of a couple Yamis. Not just for the damage, but because of the Yamis. Get rid of them. We launch all 15 torpedoes, but that last salvo of torpedoes that we launched, the last spread, we should have launched a little further to the left to give us a little bit more of a spread and to potentially help remove both of the Yamis rather than just one. Now, we do smash Bismarck here, not going to lie. Bismarck down. But Xatu is going to get away completely unhit. And that's going to be ultimately what is our downfall in this match. The Yami that's right there, Xatu, that I just lit up, he's got half health, right? He's not going to continue to push this flank. Obviously, he just watched the guy that was right next to him get nuked into oblivion. He wants no part of it. Or she. I don't know if Xatu's male or female, so I just say they. So Yami has figured out that they don't want to come around here. Alright? So they're going to back off. And what they're actually going to end up doing is they're going to push over to the mid-channel. They've got Alaska pushing up on me. Remember, Alaska and every other American cruiser has a 9-kilometer radar. Well, I say every other American cruiser. Every American heavy cruiser with radar and the light cruiser. The only exception, I believe, is Indianapolis, who has a 9.5-kilometer radar, I think. I'm going by memory, so if I'm wrong, I apologize. But anyway, Alaska's pushing up on me. They are officially inside radar range. So I'm going to try to torp the Alaska because he is the biggest threat to me currently. Now we use all 3 sets of torps, obviously trying to stagger the torps. You see that each time I launch the torps, I move the cursor slightly. What I'm trying to do is fill in those gaps because cruisers in particular are very good at finding the gaps in between torpedoes. So what I'm trying to do is make sure there are as little tiny gaps as possible because it only takes 2 torpedoes to take down an Alaska or any other cruiser. So we managed to take out the Alaska, which is huge. That buys us some time. Now, here is going to be coming up to my next mistake. Now, we see the spotter plane from Xatu. So that kind of gets in my head about where Xatu currently is. He's not really a threat to my team where he is. So we turn our attention back to the inside, back to trying to capture this base, and to hold off the enemy that is trying to push into mid. Now, Peak and the rest of our team are coming through the mid gap. It's not preferable because they are all together. And here I make a huge mistake. I have a smoke ready. Right now, I have a smoke. And Aaron is coming up. I could have dropped smoke for Aaron and he'd have been able to sit in that smoke and shoot from it. I'm not 100% sure what his smoke firing penalty would be because there are people within 7 kilometers. So maybe it wouldn't have mattered if I dropped smoke for him. He would have maybe survived, but yeah, he's going to end up taking a torp here, which is not preferable. That wouldn't have helped anything with the smoke. So I guess maybe that at the same time, I don't think that maybe would have helped. But, you know, trying to get your teammate from being spotted could be huge for your team, right? And also, notice this base hasn't been capped this entire time. I could have captured this base early in the match, and that would have been a huge influx of points. We'd have had a lead by now. Instead, we're locked in the stalemate where they've got a pretty solid firing angle on our guys, and Peak has pushed up a little too far and now is trying to bow tank Xatu in the middle, which it's a Yami, so you can't really bow tank it. It's going to punch through your bow for 20,000 damage per shot, pretty much. But you can see we gave them a nice spread. We thought they were going to push away from the island. They didn't, but we also had them captured or had them covered in case they didn't push through the island. As we take down, or we hit one of the battleships, and then one of the torpedoes slips just past the bow of the other battleship, finishes off the Wichita, which is the radar cruiser, and we don't have to worry about him anymore. Now, at this point, Peak is gone, Aaron is gone. It's just me and 2 teammates, and we're against 4 enemy ships. So at this point, I made the decision to disengage from the mid, go over to A. I don't have torpedoes yet anyway, so I can't really do anything there. And so coming over to A, trying to capture the base, could be the difference between winning and losing this match. If my team just holds on. But look at what my teammate's battleship is doing right now. He is broadside to everybody on the enemy team. I have no idea. Like, why? Of all the things that you could do, would you turn broadside? And he's going to beach. He can't get away from it. He literally just came out from behind the island, went full broadside in front of a Yami, a Shima, a Gross First, and everything else, and then beached. So he's not long for this world. I believe he's in a Yami as well. Maybe he's in a Gross First. I don't know. But it's just like, you look at some of the decisions that people make, and you're just like, how? How do you think that that was going to go? How do you think it was going to go? Now, to his credit, I mean, he survived longer than he should have. Coming out broadside in front of everybody. Like, he should have been dead pretty much immediately. But he lives. I come over here to the cap. I'm starting to capture the base. That'll flip the caps, or it'll keep them from getting points from it, but it also allows our team to get points from it, which gives us a 2-cap advantage. However, everybody on my team's dead. And so that's going to cause a big issue for me. I'm going to need to not only get this base, but also manage to get some kills in order to secure the win for our team. Because we're down by 200 points. Over 200 points, actually. And I saw the Shima head in our direction. I'm hoping that I can get this base captured. We got 10 seconds left before I get this base captured. Probably should have dropped smoke here to make sure that I get the base captured, but alas, we get the base captured and we don't have to really worry. Base captured, no problem. Now, we've got a Shima here that we've already got one shot into early. We're lower health than him, but because of the positioning that we find ourselves in, we're able to get more shots off quickly than he is. He's got just the front guns to shoot us with. So we're getting all 3 sets of guns, so all 6 guns firing at him. And the Japanese destroyers have ridiculous HE. So while the guns don't fire very fast, they still put out a lot of damage relatively quickly. As you can see, we're chunking them for 2 to 3K every time we actually get a good salvo in them. It's disgusting what these guys can do, and we're knocking out torpedo tubes. Now, Here, I just put the hammer down and try to make sure that we outrun his wall of skill that he tries to kill us with. We managed to take down the Shima, and that gives us Kraken Unleashed. It also brings our score a little bit closer, but Gross First is in the cap, and he's going to keep us from getting points, as well as the enemy has moved into Charlie, doing the exact right thing that they needed to do there, and I'm going to assume that that was Zatu, as the Gross First double back on us. But in this case, the game is over. There's nothing I can do here. I was hoping to catch Gross First, but Shima managed to knock out a couple of my torp tubes and reset the torp reload. So I only had the one set of torps available, and unfortunately I missed them as he swung his ship wide right off the bat. So we tried. We did everything we could. We got our high caliber. We got our Kraken Unleashed. We tried to pull it back, but there was a few too many mistakes for me in particular that could have cost or could have helped to win this match for us. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought. We got a Confederate high caliber Dev Strike and a Kraken Unleashed, top of the leaderboard, 2,500 base XP. Aaron coming in second, Pete coming in third. You can't really ask much from us. So if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.